Welcome. Today, it's toward the end of the season, and I want to talk a little bit about basil. That's this plant right here is a Genovese basil plant. We plant basil as companion plants to tomatoes, and so tomatoes and basil go real good together eating. They also benefit each other growing. Now our tomatoes are about gone for the year, but the basil plants are continuing to live, and so at the end of the year we generally harvest our basil, and we will do something with that. So I want to show you a little bit about harvesting basil, both at the end of the year and sort of some tips if we were earlier in the season. So this plant, you can see it's starting to flower. That plant's not going to grow anymore once it starts flowering. It's putting its energy into now getting ready to produce for next year, right? So it's going to produce flowers, it'll produce seeds, and it'll drop the seeds to grow again next year. It's a living entity. The best time to harvest basil, and any herb really, is early in the morning. So overnight, it's a cooler temperature. The leaves are filled with their oils in the morning, and then as the temperature rises, the sun starts beating down on that oil, sort of recedes into the plant, and so that's why you want to harvest all your herbs early in the morning. What I'm going to do is really harvest this whole plant. So I'll just pinch off the leaves and put them in my hob, and it won't matter. I'm not going to try to regrow the plant. It's done growing, and so that plant will get completely harvested, and then we'll process it. This plant has not finished growing, so I'm going to sort of use it as an example of how you might harvest basil, say earlier in the season. You imagine you had tomatoes growing here, and you wanted to make some kind of pasta dish with tomatoes and basil, or a pesto or something like that. So it's not going to hurt the plant to just pinch off the top piece and those leaves. You can pinch off on the end. The plant will grow. It doesn't hurt it. It took me a while to convince my bride of that pruning is good, and that's actually what you're doing for the plant. You're pruning it back, and it'll regenerate and grow, and actually probably grow another leaf and continue to produce basil. So over the next few days, I'm going to figure out how to put different videos together on how we're going to use this basil. We will take some of it and we'll dry it, and then crush it, and like you might buy at the store, a little jar of basil. We'll just make our own, and then some other we will take and convert it to pesto and freeze it, and then in the wintertime we'll have pesto that we can bring out and use with our pasta dishes and those kind of things. But harvesting basil, that's what works for me mostly.